I have been contemplating about this a lot, and through analyzing my own experiences and those around me, I can come to the conclusion that consistency is bullshit. You only need that one thing, that one viral video, that one hit song, or that one invention that has an impact on the world. The bigger the impact, the bigger the ripple effect will be that will result in more recognition, money, and opportunities. It's all about connecting the dots, as Steve Jobs would say.
It's about connecting the dots.
You do not have to completely reinvent the wheel, but just combine already proven things in order to create something new, unique, and valuable that will benefit people. On top of that, creating that one thing will make you more passionate and give you way more joy. Let's take a deeper dive and explore that one thing you need to create in order to be successful. Let us first apply this to YouTube. You really only need one viral hit. This is true, the more the better. But I know with my other channels and my old Mr. Lemon channel in particular, there I had created that one viral hit. How to create an AI influencer. I combined proven to work AI methods to create something new. It was a trendy topic, plus the execution and delivery was designed in such a way that it did not let the audience down but satisfied them. I remember creating that video and getting totally in a state of flow. A state where you forget time and space and just start creating. Everything flows naturally. It's an amazing state to be in. How to get in such a state, you might ask? Well, I thought about this and I think it has all to do with, and yes, this will sound very cliche, following your heart. Follow exactly your own intuition. This will give you joy. And don't get me wrong, you can have success by creating stuff that is mediocre. Things that are not exceptionally good or bad. Just look at pop songs that sound all alike. This just popped in my head, you know Avicii, right? He really made a couple of groundbreaking tracks. And back in the day when he made songs like Bromance and Levels, that piano sound with EDM beat was very popular. A lot of people copied his style, and some even got very successful. Like Basto. Yes, no one barely knows him now, but he had one hit song that was played on the radio and sounded exactly like an Avicii song. I think consistency is often mistaken with just create for the sake of creating. At least that is kind of what I used to think. And there is a fine line between creating junk and creating for the sake of developing and learning new skills. Because guys, also do not be afraid of taking risks. And I am also guilty of this, because I remember creating videos where I would copy the methods from another video, and then I would try to give my own spin to it, and on top of that I would try to add more value. I think there is nothing wrong with that, and it can also give you success, but it just feels more like copying. Be different, stand out, connect and combine the dots. That will give you way more joy in life than if you just try to mimic. I also thought of Vsauce.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
Never seen an actual video of that guy, but because he is one of a kind, he stands out and is successful. Or do you remember that How to Basic guy? Well, he also, yo guys, do you also hate mosquitoes? Yeah, who doesn't? While I am typing this script at 4:41 AM, that thing is annoying me. But where were we? Oh yeah, about that How to Basic guy. He created groundbreaking new kind of content, and he got very successful because of it. So when we take this concept to the music industry, then we can say you also need one really big hit. That can give you years of recognition, revenue, and return on investment. Return on investment? Yes, it sounded cool to have 3 R's. But talking about investment, when we talk about Avicii's hit song Levels again, then yeah, he created that song in only 2 hours. But how did he get there? Well, he also developed skills through mimicking others in the past. This took him years. And then later, he combined proven to work music styles and then created a hit song. He borrowed the piano sound from Eric Prydz, put an EDM beat on it, took famous vocals of the past, and let his creativity come up with the simple yet amazing melody. So yeah, it's not bad to copy others in order for you to learn, but that shouldn't be the main goals, but a means to get better and create that one thing. That one thing. In terms of innovation, just look at the light bulb. The Wright brothers or Steve Jobs with Apple. Well, talking about the light bulb, that is a rather interesting story, because the invention of the light bulb was claimed by Thomas Alva Edison. Yes, I say claimed, because in fact it was more or less Tesla's idea. But yeah, you only need one invention to go viral, LOL. All successful inventions do not come from one person. Like for example the Mac, iPhone and iPad. Yeah, Steve Jobs was the big man there. He did a lot of great and visionary things there, but he also combined things that other people already created, and he had also people working for and with him. And here is another take. Yes, you can be successful, being a Chinese Apple rip-off company, and creating fake Apple products. But I bet that is tiring and really won't fulfill you as when you were to create a whole new type of phone. Just look at what Huawei recently did, that 3-fold phone. Yes, it might flop due to quality deficiencies, but it already stands out and it is something people have never seen before. Here they also combined technologies that worked, plus they added their own ideas and source to the equation. But okay, now you have created that. One thing, what's next? Well, just follow your intuition, that's all. And when you've accidentally created a Christmas hit song, then you have really hit the jackpot. Just sit back and relax. Haha. But for real, Mariah Carey's song All I Want for Christmas earns anywhere between $600,000 and $1 million in royalties each year. Buy an island and chill. Haha. But that will be boring too. So just start creating. And if you're out of ideas, just tweak and do spin-offs of your previous success, kind of like the new iPhones the last 5 or 6 years, haha. But I think you know what I mean. That one thing you've created now becomes your identity, and you can exploit this by creating more similar things. Still haven't catched that mosquito. By the way, did you know that mosquitoes are the deadliest animal on the planet? Over the course of 200,000 years, 108 billion people have lived on Earth, and nearly half, 52 billion, have been killed by mosquitoes. They kill over 1 million people a year, and they are found in every region of the world except Antarctica. That's just insanely evil. So yeah, be right back, I am going to Antarctica. Haha. Let's take a moment to talk about the importance of taking breaks and knowing when to stop. Taking breaks and knowing when to stop are crucial, not just for productivity, but also for maintaining your well-being. When you're working non-stop, you risk burning out, hitting a creative block, or simply wearing yourself down mentally. That's why taking breaks is key to staying fresh. Go outside, breathe in some fresh air, and take a walk, even better if you have a dog to walk with. Moving your body helps get the blood flowing and resets your brain. But more importantly, listen to yourself. If your body or mind is signaling that it's time to take a break, honor that. Often, stepping away from your work helps you return with a fresh perspective, making it easier to tackle challenges that seemed impossible before. Now, let's talk about the idea of stopping. Stopping doesn't just mean pausing to rest. It's about asking deeper questions. Do I enjoy what I'm doing? Is this process working for me? Is there a more efficient way to approach this? Sometimes we get so caught up in the momentum of what we're doing, we forget to evaluate if we even like what we're doing anymore. Stopping gives you a chance to reflect on whether you're still passionate about the task or if it's time for a shift. For example, I used to work with an old version of Sony Vegas because it was familiar, and I thought sticking to what I knew was the easiest path. But one task was draining my time and energy. Adding captions. I had this inefficient system where I would copy and paste text blocks, adjust the font, size and animation, and manually enter captions, sometimes word by word. It was a tedious and time-consuming process, but I was stuck in that routine simply because it was the way I'd always done it. One day I realized I couldn't keep doing things this way. I had to stop and ask myself, why am I wasting time on this? Is there a better way? So, I stopped completely, even though it meant temporarily falling behind on my project. I decided to look for alternatives. After trying a few other programs like DaVinci Resolve and Premiere Pro, I found CapCut. It was a game changer. With just one click, I could add captions automatically. Sure, learning the new tool took some time, but the long-term efficiency was well worth it. Stopping also gave me the opportunity to reflect. Do I really enjoy this process? Or am I just doing it out of habit? That pause allowed me to not only find a better tool, but also to reignite my passion for the creative work itself. So, the takeaway here is that stopping is about more than just resting. It's about re-evaluating your whole approach. Are you being efficient? Do you even enjoy what you're doing? What's holding you back, and how can you overcome it? Sometimes hitting pause on everything gives you the clarity you need to move forward in a smarter, more fulfilling way. It's like resetting your workspace before diving into a new project. Clear out the clutter and make sure your tools are serving you, not the other way around. And as the cliche goes, work smarter, not harder. But more importantly, make sure that in the process, you're working on something you actually care about. Last but not least, I want to talk about AI. artificial intelligence. So, how does AI fit into the equation? Well, I believe it should be viewed as an extension of your creativity, a powerful tool that can help you achieve your goals more efficiently and effectively, rather than seeing AI as a replacement for your unique identity or ideas. Think of it as a collaborator that enhances your creative process. AI should serve to amplify your voice and facilitate your self-expression, allowing you to explore new avenues and push the boundaries of your imagination. It's essential to remember that while AI can provide valuable assistance, the heart of your work, the passion, the insight, and the soul should always come from you. Embrace AI as a means to elevate your creative journey, not as a substitute for the individuality and depth that only you can bring to your projects. But alright, let's bring this video to a close. Remember, it's not about being consistently bad, but rather using consistency as a tool to grow, improve, and sharpen your skills over time. Take the time to study the greats, copy their methods, and truly absorb the lessons they offer. Learning from the masters is an essential part of your journey. However, once you've gained that foundation, it's just as important to listen to your own heart and follow your passions. Find your unique voice and let that guide you. Aim to create that one thing that truly resonates with who you are. When you're in a flow state, fully immersed in your creative process, that's when magic happens. Blend what already works with a touch of your own essence, your experiences, and your vision. That's where true originality comes to life. Use AI as a collaborative friend that will help you reach your full creative potential and know when to stop. And that's it. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to subscribe to Mr. Lemon and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What resonated with you? What are your creative struggles? Let's start a conversation because I'm really curious to know what you think. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care and keep creating. Bye. And just a quick note, everyone. Don't be too concerned about breaking a few rules now and then. Remember, nothing in life is set in stone. In fact, making mistakes can be incredibly valuable because it allows us to gain new perspectives and insights. When we encounter challenges or missteps, we learn exactly what to avoid in the future. So, while I may find myself going against the so-called rules and wisdom presented in this video at some point, it's important to keep an open mind and recognize that this is simply my perspective at the moment. Embracing a flexible approach can often lead to unexpected growth and understanding. Swag. Here is a cookie. Because, why not? Bye.